Good day, ADC community, and welcome to my channel. Alright, so during the pandemic, of course, all of us went through the lockdown. And because of that, there was the new normal and stuff. And so there were things that we started to, ano bang tawag dito? Adapt to. And one of those things that we had to adapt to was self-grooming. Right, so of course, a lot of us malamang bought our own shavers. And of course, there will come a time that we will have to maintain them. So this video, I will show you or demonstrate how to disassemble, not really disassemble the whole thing, but clean and take down the blade parts of a electric razor, both battery operated and plugged in. Right, the model that I'm using is a WAHL. I'm gonna post the model here, but basically these shavers, regardless of the brand, are constructed the same. So let's proceed. Right, before anything, the things that we have to prepare for, of course, is a clean table or a clean slate. But for purposes of this video, I'm going to use a relatively light background or a plate. I'm going to use a plate to keep the dirt in. Of course, we're going to use the oil that comes with the shavers or the blades. Okay. Incidentally, aftermarket, you could also buy this kind of oil. Generic, it's called white mineral oil. So, alright, take note of that. And of course, we're going to need some Q-tips. Okay. And of course, for the stuff that we're going to use, I just pulled this one out. It's my Leatherman T4. I'm just going to use the Phillips screwdriver on this one. Alright. So, sit back and here we go. There. Alright, as with most electric shavers like so, they have the basic components, which is the base plate. I call this a base plate. The oscillating blades, which act like scissors, hence making the cuts, and the rotating the dynamo. Right. So what we're gonna do, what you're gonna want to do is unscrew this from the base plate, and we will now get into the blade, the oscillating blade, and the rotating or the oscillating motor. Okay, so here we go. So you're gonna want to hold down on the base plate while you're unscrewing this. This is because the base plate is spring. There's a spring tension on the base plate coming from the main body. So you're gonna want to hold on to the base plate. It's not so strong, but at least it's secure, and there won't be any extra part popping out. And of course, you're gonna not want, of course, this to be messy. So here goes. I've unscrewed the base plate. There's 2 screws normally, so here goes. Alright. So here we have the base plate. Ouch, careful. And the oscillating blade, which I'd like to call scissors here. This is what actually happens. The rotor sort of oscillates and does a cutting motion like so, back and forth, moving the blades back and forth like so. Yeah. Right, so now we have, it's basically just easy. We just have to clean this, remove this with, remove the extra hair or the cut off hair and stuff, the shaved off skin and hair, and yeah, with the Q-tips that we have and brush. Alright, so get the brush that comes with the shaver, or any kind of brush, as long as it's narrow enough to fit in the main body, and start brushing way inside there. See, until you see the hair that you accumulated starts coming out. Okay, start with the body. Okay, if you want to get in there, use the Q-tips. Cotton buds or Q-tips, whatever you want to call them. Then we now move to the base plate. You're gonna encounter some oxidation. Syempre kasi medyo moisture and basa. Right? Don't worry guys. This isn't anything. It's just your own oils. Right? To really wipe it down, suggest getting a piece of cloth. For this one, I'm using tissue paper or napkin. Yeah, and just wiping it inside. Even wipe it outside, like so. Practically basic. It's practically just easy. You just have to brush the hair and maybe accumulated dirt from inside this one and wipe this down. Okay, I'm showing this video because the not so tricky part is the assembly or the reassembly. Like so. Right, see. See, that's the base plate. So, and brush this one as well. I suggest when brushing or wiping, you go along the blades or the sharp edges so you don't dull them, and at the same time you also keep yourself from being cut. Alright, get down to those corners wherever you can if you're patient enough. Okay, going back to the base plate to clean the teeth. Again, also going along the teeth, not against it. Yep. So that's it. It's basically just wiping down, and the last part is oiling. Just put a small amount. You're gonna want to oil the ridge, this trench part over here, because this is where most of the friction will occur, and just a little on the blades. So that's where you put oil on, but just very little on the trench and along the cutting sides, right? And I will emphasize on very little because of course this is also going to come in contact with your skin. Okay, so now that we're ready to put it back, everything's been cleaned. Okay, so take note, the three parts or the three components, the base plate, the rotating blade, and the main body. Take note that the main body has sort of like two teeth or two antennae, right? You're gonna want to place the two teeth. Do you see here? There, that's a close-up. Oops, some hair. You're gonna want to align these two teeth on to the two slots over here, like so. Let me just demo it a bit. There. Okay, you're gonna slide into it like so. Hence, that's where the tension is coming from. All right. So here we go. But first, all right. So first, I'm gonna put the cutting part on the base plate. So, placing those two round things, which are the guides onto the trench over there. Okay, so see, they're sliding together and not moving away, just parallel. The blades being parallel along each other and just sliding like so. Okay, anyway, enough of that. So remember the two teeth and the two ridges, and just press. Okay, there until right you feel the tension, and just easy as that, screwing it back into place. You're gonna want to screw it like evenly. As soon as one side gets hard or some resistance, you switch to the other, and then going back again until you encounter resistance again, and going back and forth until they don't move at all anymore. Okay, so right, so the shaver or the base plate is back in place. Let's try it on the bigger one. Okay. Okay, this is, you could actually use this on yourself as well. This is my grooming kit for my pets. Right. So again, it's basically the same, even if it's a different size. This is like 3-4 times larger. It's basically the same. Base plate, the blade inside, and the base, the body. So once again, you unscrew this. Obviously, since this base plate is bigger, you're gonna want to put more force onto the base plate to keep it from popping out uncontrollably. All right, putting the screws there and exposing the inner body. See, you still have the same teeth over there, and the cutting plate is still here. It's actually wedged here. There you go. Okay, let's proceed with cleaning. Like I said, don't worry guys, this is still your own oils, or your dogs. Your own dogs. There, see? And getting in there. If you have time, if you have a blower, might as well blow inside it. Okay. Just be prepared for the small bits of air blowing into your nose or face. Like so. Again, getting a clean table napkin or cloth. Just wiping all the excess off. See the teeth there? Just do a pulling motion, like I said, along the teeth, like so. Especially this one, this is bigger, so you know, you have to be a little bit more careful. Yan. Okay, put this away so you have a cleaner place to work on, like so. Okay, so put the oil. I'm gonna use this oil, but it's the same anyway. Like again, just put some, just one drop. The one drop is enough, and smear some onto the blade surface. Wipe off any excess. Just lightly wipe, leaving enough. And so there you go. Okay, just have to find the groove. So we just want to align the two springs or the two antennae onto the top blade, like so. Right, and now you're ready to screw down the base plate. Right, put in the first and the second. My fingers on the way, in the way, but not a big problem. Okay, so now you're gonna want to screw down evenly, screwing back and forth, making sure that they're okay, that the base plate is aligned. So before screwing everything in. Okay, since this one is bigger, this one has a little bit more. You have to be more mindful about it, screwing the base plate back up. It's best to push it out so that you'll know it's even, or so, or aligned, or at least 90 degrees, or yeah, aligned with each other. Yeah, looks fine. It's fine to me. Right. So switching the lever back and forth, they have to, the base plate has to move forward and backward evenly along the top of the blade. Yeah, looks even to me. All right, there you have it. So yeah, this is just a demo of how to do a cleaning and maintenance of both a battery operated and a plugged in electric razor. All right, this model is from WAHL, but like I said, most models or most brands generally have the same configuration. So if you want to do the same or maintain or clean your own electric razors, just do these steps. Look for the base, of course. Look for the tensioning spring from the main body and the base plate and the cutting implement inside, and just aligning everything up, cleaning and everything, and that should be it. Okay, for any comments, leave them below if you like them. I really appreciate a like. Comments also are very much welcome. Anyway, so I'm gonna say it. Stay safe and peace out.